is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans. The Utah Jazz win the opening jump. To Harden. Able to convert inside. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Levine. And his cancer above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Utah's got it. And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
And when a player's running at you full speed and he takes those steps, there's no way you can defend it.
Levine driving right to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Eric Bledsoe, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Lillard to Cantor. Oh, he got a piece of it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
For 3, his first effort off the mark. Lillard, Harden's on him. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball was in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Utah with the possession. James Harden. Shot won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Cantor. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good. Bledsoe with the basketball. They lead it, 4-point game. Short jumper stays out. Levine gets it in the right corner to Covington. Eric Bledsoe with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Mo Bamba to Bledsoe. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it. Covington to Cantor. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2.
Eric Bledsoe has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Number 14.
Curling inside. Offensive board. Another shot won't go either. To Bledsoe. Easy pad to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Bledsoe to Harden. James Harden, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lillard. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Harden. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Covington. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Going to launch beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for two. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That'll do it for the period. The Jazz out in front. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Bledsoe to Mo Bamba. And Boban there to take in the rebound. To Zach LaVine. Dwayne Dedmon, huge block. And his Cantor, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Cantor. Dwayne Dedmon with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Dwayne Dedmon. LaVine. Another chance. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
LaVine. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Bledsoe. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
New Orleans will take it up. The drive, right to the basket, right down Broadway, 4-2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Bledsoe. Lets it fly from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Trying to cash in. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Jazz have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions.
Nice finish at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Utah ball to Seth Curry. count the basket.
That's dangerous. A little hezzy cross and knockdown. Lots of options going to open up as the game unfolds.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Jazz have the ball. Gets a look. Can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
James Harden trying to cash in. The jumper's off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Cantor. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
James Harden. He's 3 for 7.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Hey, big 3 right there, big 3.
No, he can't guard you up here.
Kenneth Fareed. Tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Time to shuffle things up. Beyond the arc for 3. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Lillard has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Shot no good there by Gallinari.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it,
And a putback slam. That's it for the first half. Jazz have the lead.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's Pelicans ball.
Here we go. I got him.
Lillard for 2. D's got it. Damian Lillard. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
no doubt about where that one was headed.
Bledsoe. Can't connect.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Lillard matched up with Harden. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. runner's good there.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Harden shakes free and hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Lillard. To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Levine. To Lillard. And his Cantor above the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Levine. Damian Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
It's good, and one.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
New Orleans has it. Lillard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden. Smothering D. Lillard to Cantor. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Harden to Mo Bamba. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Harden into the front court. Up 5. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Covington. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Bledsoe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Covington. And count the basket inside.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
It's Jazz ball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Count it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Over to the right side. To Seth Curry. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. And scores. Strong take.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Bledsoe cleans it up. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And the slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Seth Curry. Fires the three. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth?
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Covington. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Cruises inside for 2.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
And the finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And counted at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Pelicans have the basketball. Jazz pick it up.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. To Fareed. From long range, he was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Seth Curry, 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Harden buries the 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Harden in possession. Up by 6. Fires the 3. Well defended. New Orleans going to take it up. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Where James Harden, muscle memory, gets it to go.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
It's a big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Harden. For three, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Kenneth Faried powers it down. The Pelicans will take the timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Lillard to Levine. Zach Levine, 3 for 6 now.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Covington. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rejected. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it.